In 2012, the Lake Wilcox Sustainable Neighborhood Retrofit Action Plan, or SNAP, offered 2 Richmond Hill families the opportunity to take part in front yard makeovers. SNAP partners and sponsors joined their resources to create complete front yard makeovers that showcase landscaping that is beautiful, colorful, and uses the latest in environmental practices to help keep their neighborhood healthy and Lake Wilcox clean.
Our neighborhood is a relatively new subdivision. A lot of young families, good mix of people, and very nice, nice street to raise kids on, I think. We wanted to be close to nature, and there's a couple of forests and lakes around, and we really enjoy that.
Well, when I first saw the idea that there was going to be this Lake Wilcox front yard makeover, I thought it'd be such an awesome idea. We had our dream garden, we tried to make it, but it really wasn't working. I kind of just went and picked random plants here and there. Just the idea of being able to conserve water, do what we can to try to protect what we have. I was just really excited to kind of blend conservation as well as something that would be aesthetically pleasing. Just being able to kind of give back a bit as well to the community, and talking to our neighbors a lot. Our neighbors come by a lot, ask us questions about the house, and sometimes I give them little cutlings of our plants, and being able to share that and the knowledge that we gain as well, and hopefully help the neighbors as well, because we're a growing community and there's not a whole lot of gardens around us right now.
People with a lot of talent are going to come in and maybe do something that I wouldn't have thought of.
We're located in a very nice area, and we're looking at trying to tell the community to make it more environmentally friendly. Our kids, our grandkids could enjoy it in the future too.
Since this is our first home, it's a lot of work both inside and out. We would love to have some landscape, all the different plants. I heard all about the native plants that we're going to bring. Maybe in the future when we have a family, then we're going to be able to share that with our kids too.
If I could get anybody to do anything, it would be to sit down either with themselves, because there's a lot of information you can get on the internet, or talk to a landscape designer. The more you like it, the more you're likely to look after it. Tommy and Joyce were looking for something that was low maintenance yet looked good. So when I came and we sat through our preliminary design meeting, some of the things that they brought up was that they wanted a lot of use of stone and walkways.
I think Margaret totally understands where we're coming from. She offered us that mixture of plants with rocks. It shows how much thought she puts into it.
I'm hoping to bring the two sort of worlds together, sort of like the really eco-sense or the ecology-minded people and the people who want a more ornamental, sort of traditional landscaping.
When I saw Margaret's designs for the first time, I was absolutely blown away.
Because it's a young family, I wanted to make it family friendly and also intriguing for the children to play in. I used the riverbed idea. I used a lot of the plants that you have here and added mostly native to that.
I like the idea of all the native plants that are going to come in. I do feel like living in this neighborhood, we live among a forest and among nature. So I feel that our small little cookie cutter house can grow closer to that side of nature.
Spending less than 2 weeks at each property, SNAP made over each front yard with the lifestyles and interests of the homeowners in mind. The goal was to create gardens with great curb appeal that help reduce pollution to Lake Wilcox and embrace nature in the community. These gardens collect rainwater from the roof and store it in a rain barrel to water the garden. The water-wise and native plants need very little water or fertilizer to thrive.
Well, a rain garden is a shallow depression in your yard that will temporarily collect water and allow it to slowly infiltrate or seep into the ground. Anything that you can do in your yards to reduce the amount of runoff, either through a rain garden or a soak-away, is helping to remove those nutrients because they become trapped in the rain gardens and soak-aways and in the soil as it infiltrates.
You get aesthetically sustainable landscaping, so like it looks good. It's also doing what it's supposed to do, which is add more green, infiltrate water, decrease the stress level of the homeowner, so when you're coming inside you're actually slowing down, you're looking at your garden.
I did not expect the outcome to be this great. It's fantastic.
When our little one comes out, it's we're gonna be able to spend some time in the garden.
Just beautiful, that's what we were looking for, and it ticked off all those boxes.
We wanted something part of our garden just to be kid friendly. So they're spending a lot of time now like running around the garden, exploring little nooks and crannies.
When you get them playing in the garden, they're learning about the plant material.
Just don't be afraid to get rid of the grass and try something new.
The front yard makeovers were celebrated at a community unveiling, attracting neighbors and residents who were eager to find inspiration for their own gardens. We hope the makeovers will encourage all homeowners to consider landscaping that is beautiful, colorful, requires less time, water, and fertilizer to maintain and help keep their neighborhood clean and healthy. Check out www.sustainableneighborhoods.ca for more information on SNAP and for resources to help make over your own front yard. Thanks to all the SNAP partners and sponsors who helped make the Front Yard Makeovers possible.